All right, hey, what's up guys? It's Roy here. So today, you know what it is. It's unboxing day. Got the new Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra finally in my possession. It was actually supposed to get here yesterday, but you know how UPS is. They don't come when they say they're gonna come, and then when they do, of course I'm not here to sign for it, but stayed home all day today, just got it literally like 2 minutes ago, ran upstairs, and here we are. So new box here, as you can see, completely sealed. Like in all my unboxing videos, I always will do a genuine first unboxing with you, the viewer, because I want to share that genuine first impressions with you, because I have deliberately stayed away from stores to look at this in person. So I'm super stoked to share this experience with y'all. So let's go ahead and peel these off. Well, that sucked. Round two. There we go. And then we'll do this one here. All right. And then we'll do a little shake action and put that to the side. There's the phone, but we'll see what comes inside the box. Got a SIM card ejector tool. Got the quick start guide in Spanish, some other stuff, a USB-C to USB-C charging cable, and that is it. So nothing else, no brick, anything like that, which is obviously to be expected with all these new phones. All right, and let's get the phone out. There we go. Nothing else in here, and there it is in my hands for the very first time. And so I'm gonna pull this off. Looks like the S Pen was already ejected out, so we'll pop that back in. But there it is. So first impressions in hand is that it feels pretty dang good. I mean, it's, you know, obviously a big giant phone, but at the end of the day, I'm a big fan of this black color. I really appreciate that black, matte black look. Let me go ahead and peel this off here. So initially, feels pretty lightweight. They went back to an aluminum frame instead of titanium, which was the big, you know, thing when Apple did it. Then everyone kind of followed suit, and so now naturally everyone's going back to aluminum. But it did drop in weight a little bit, so it went from 218 grams to what it is now at 214 grams. So feels very good in the hand. Love the rounded corners. Love the feel of the back. You see the Samsung branding there. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy turned on. All right, so for a second there, I thought it came with nothing inside of it as far as juice goes, but getting it powered on, and then I'll go through the setup process real quick, and if there's anything that stands out during the process, I will jump back in. But if there isn't, then the phone itself will be completely ready to go, and we'll get this video continued on. All right, guys, so got it all set up here. Well, I say all set up. I still have it connected because I'm transferring data from my 17 Pro. So it's at 32%, so I'm not gonna unplug it because I do not want to screw that up. But I definitely needed to get this video done too, because I need to go take my kid to baseball practice. So with that being said, just overall, guys, so far, loving the screen. Big old 6.9 inch screen here. It's got Gorilla Glass Armor 2. So it's a really nice display here. It's a quad HD plus display. I'm sure all of y'all know that who's been watching anything about the S26 Ultras. So it's a dynamic AMOLED 2X display. Out of the box, it definitely does not come turned on in that quad HD. So you need to go into your display settings, and you can go down to resolution. So currently it's on full HD plus. I'm gonna go ahead and bump it up to quad HD plus, because why not? Got that big old battery. Another thing I wanted to show you real quick is this right here, which is the whole thing that everyone's been talking about, is privacy display. So what that does is it tints the screen, taking away pixels or something like that. I'll get into the technical side of things in my full review, but like it says, limit screen visibility from side angles. Now, like everyone's been talking about, you could totally buy a privacy tempered glass and you're good, but that doesn't completely solve the issue. And just with the technology of this being able to do the whole screen or portions of the screen, that's huge. So let's turn it on, and you can see that it kind of got darker as I went on and did that, because for me, I can already see that it's darker. So like if you can see that right there, and then when I put it back, boom, the screen does get a little darker when it does this. Now you can change it to where it can only be like with your notifications and stuff that turn on. I can set it where if I want it always on or not. So totally up to you on how you want to do that. But once again, you can just kind of see right there, it just gets darker, which is kind of cool. So definitely a good thing for people who are very interested in their privacy. I could see the appeal if you're, you know, on your banking app or you get a sensitive text message or something like that. So definitely a pretty cool function and feature there. So yes, 40% almost now. So, but really, really beautiful screen. This is the biggest phone I've ever owned before. It's 120 Hertz adaptive display. So it's going to change the refresh rate to help with battery and all that efficiency. So internally, what you can't see, we do get a new chip. So it's the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Samsung. So it's a overclocked chip for Samsung devices. So it's going to be a little bit speedier than the traditional ones and other phones. 5,000 milliamp battery. We are getting 60 watt wired charging and 25 watt wireless charging, which is awesome. And then we are getting some new cameras. I say new with quotations because, you know, we are still getting the same setup pretty much. So we have that 50 megapixel ultra wide, a 200 megapixel wide, a 50 megapixel telephoto. That this one down here does 5 times optical zoom and 10 times optical quality zoom. And then this telephoto lens does 10 megapixels, but it does a 3 times optical zoom. And then on the front with the selfie camera, it's a 12 megapixel camera. So the cameras really didn't change much. I know one of the apertures went up a little bit and some of them went down. So you get a little bit more low light performance and then a little bit, you know, better natural bokeh in the background of videos. So more testing with that. And I know you can get hardcore with it and do the whole 100 times space zoom or whatever it is they're calling it now. Most people aren't going to really use that a lot because it's not really usable if you're trying to like print it out, but it's just cool to do, especially if you're just kind of flexing on some folks and showing how far your phone could zoom in. Yeah, guys, I mean, it's pretty sick. Now with recording, we can get up to Ultra HD 8K, which is just insane. That's at 30 frames per second, but I'll mostly be doing 4K videos and stuff like that. I'll do some video testing and some other stuff like that. This phone does come with 12 gigs of RAM, but can go up to 16 gigs of RAM, and it comes stock with 256 gigs of storage. And that's the baseline now. So the price stayed the same with all, well, I say all the devices, but that's the baseline. And I believe that was the baseline on the S25 Ultra. I could be wrong. But I know like on the S26 and the Plus, that's the new baseline at 256. But this phone stayed the same price at $1299, which is not a cheap phone at all. But all in all, guys, my first impressions of this device is I'm super excited to have it in my hands. Really looking forward to doing a lot of cool tests and videos with this. It's the first time I've ever owned an Ultra device or a true flagship. Yes, my 17 Pro is a flagship, but most people would say that the Pro Max is the highest tier, and this is the highest tier that I've ever received before. And obviously with all the pre-order specials, it was just a no-brainer, especially after they hiked up the prices on the regular and the Plus version. But let me know down in the comments, guys, what y'all think. You know, what are y'all interested in learning more about as I'm testing the phone? I'll be doing some different screen protector videos and more case videos now that I have the real phone in my hands. If there's any cases that you want to see that I can review, let me know down in the comments as well. But there you go, guys. New S26 Ultra. Very excited to have it in my hands. So super stoked. So thanks for stopping by. So hit that like button if you liked the video. If you loved it, please subscribe, ring that notification bell for up-to-date content. So be safe, God bless, and I'll see you on the next one.